Google Classroom has made some updates since August, and they continue to make them this coming week. So you'll see a lot of changes come about. One of the biggest things that you're going to notice is they changed the About page and now call it the Classwork page. There is still an About page right over here, but basically it just gives you the class code. So that's often what was used to put a syllabus or long-term projects or information that you wanted the kids to refer back to, like rubrics or things like that. So instead, you can use the classwork page for that or create a topic, which is a workaround. And so you can see, we'll take a look. And it's also, classwork is going to separate classwork and assignments from just regular announcements and posts. The announcements can come over here to the stream. So if you put a question in that you want the kids to respond to, that can go here. You can schedule an announcement. So if you want to inform your class, you can also do that here. And it's going to separate to make the workflow a little bit easier. So this is where your work is. This is where some of just the basics of the class are. And then people is going to be like where it was with students. This is the teacher, and you can also still share with other teachers. And this is where you would add your students, or your students can join your class using your code. Another way to get that code so it's a little bigger is to hit that little cog wheel. I'll do that again. So it's our setting wheel or cog wheel. And then this is where you can see some general information. So here's our class code. Come on over here. If you click that, you can display it, you can copy it, you can even reset it or disable the code so it can't be given to anyone else. The display comes in handy when you're just sharing this with the class and they know they can join your class. It makes it easier to see. And also, you can decide here if students can comment on posts or not, or if only teachers can make comments. This is an opportunity for you to have a discussion with your students about what's appropriate and what's not appropriate in your comment stream. Oftentimes when kids are first starting out using Classroom, they'll say things like, "What's up?" or have other unnecessary items in the stream. So you want to have them know that they should just use school appropriate responses. If you delete something by accident, that's here. And also guardian summaries if you want your parents to see some information or stay connected. But this will show you just this is all that they get notified about. And so that little button will bring you over here so you can see what the parents are going to see. So they'd see upcoming assignments or announcements, but they're not going to see grades or information about your students other than their own child. So no reason to worry. And that came out last year, but it's nice to have that added piece where it gives you a sample. So let's go back a little bit. And here, if we want to go into our stream, this is where we can create that post. Sorry, it's giving you the information here. You're actually clicking here. I'm clicking the wrong buttons. And just like before, you can add from your Google Drive, you can add an attachment from your computer, from YouTube, or a link to something you have opened. You can decide here, once you write the post, you can decide when you want it to release. So if I put in here test, so it's going to highlight, and this is where I can schedule it for another time, save it as a draft until I'm ready to post it, because I'm maybe not sure when I want to, but if I'm sure I know when, I can schedule it on whatever date and time that I choose. And I can also decide if I want all students to get it or not. So it gives you some options if you want to send it all out. We don't have any students, so there's none to diversify for. But if I had, or differentiate, so if I had a few different students in here, I could choose either individual students or the entire class. And that's your post. Over here, as usual, we still have upcoming dates that are due. So it's a way for you to keep track of what's coming, and the kids as well. Classwork, this is where you're going to do your assignments, your questions, and again, topics, which you can organize your lessons for a unit under a topic. It also connects automatically to your Google Calendar and your student's Google Calendar so that it has multiple ways for a student to know what is due. Here in Google Classroom, they'll see it. On the side here, they'll see that they have an upcoming assignment. As well, it connects to their Google Classroom automatically. It will make it for a particular class. So I'll have a calendar that's called Sample Class. It also makes a Google Drive folder. But now the button to create an assignment is a little different. It's over here. So you choose what kind of assignment you want to, or a reusing of a post in case you want to post it again, and create from here. So if I have my assignment, it still functions like it did at one point. And again, you can differentiate if you have multiple students in a class. So you can set up 4 different assignments for 4 different groups, or however you choose to do this, and then you would assign it. So that's some of the basic changes that have occurred in Classroom. So overall, Classroom is still a fantastic tool. It does have some minor changes. Right away, they heard the About page was something that teachers wanted back, and that's how they created the classwork page. They are also going to put back the to-do page, and that's coming in the next couple weeks until they come up with a solution to make that a little bit better. And always the 3 little lines over here bring us back to our main menu to find our other classes. And those are the changes for now.